Hey there guys, it's Tina and I'm back and I have to rush through this intro because I have to get out the house right now. I'm going over to my brother's house, but I wanted to get ready with you guys because I wanted to test out my new Isa Maya palettes. I'm using one specifically in this video. I think it's core, is it core 1 or core, no, core 2 is the one I'm using, core 2.0. This one with the purples, obviously the purples are on my eyes, so I'm testing this out, as well as a very expensive foundation. But the whole idea behind this video is to try out that all shimmer look that Isa Maya is well known for. She is not into precise, like really structured looks. It's very smeary, very grungy, like a metallic grunge almost. And I wanted to try it out for myself because I am testing out these palettes. They're pricey, so I'm testing them out to let you guys know if they're worth checking out and also to determine if I'm going to return them or not. All right, so that's the idea behind this video. We're getting ready, we're testing out new products. I'm gonna leave right now, but if you want to see how I did this look and just, you know, test these new products out with me, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right guys, so as usual, we're starting off with a clean, freshly washed face. I filled in my eyebrows, I applied my moisturizer, which is still from Desi Skin. I've really been enjoying this moisturizer. It's the Agua Fresca Thirst Quenching Gel Cream Moisturizer. It really hydrates the skin, it feels really good, and it lays really well under makeup. So far, so good. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm about to attempt something that I've never attempted before, which is a mostly shimmer look. And I say mostly because I wanted to go for all shimmer, but I feel like just being who I am, I can't do all shimmer. There's just no way. But I am attempting it because it is the Isa Maya way, and I am still debating whether or not I want to return these two Isa Maya palettes. I have a review, just a quick review video, well, quick for me, just a quick review video with my thoughts that I am preparing to do with these palettes. And I'm still like in between, do I like them? Do I not? Do I keep them? Because they're pricey, all right? And we're not trying to do all that, not in this economy. So either I'm gonna keep one of them or return both. So this is going to be kind of my deciding factor. So I'm grabbing Core 2.0 because this one is my favorite color story. It has the more intense shades that will definitely work with my skin tone. Look at those. Oh my goodness. So these, from what I know, are based off her original industrial palettes. So a little backstory on the whole Isa Maya brand, from what I know, okay? From what I know, because I'm not really going that in depth. But Isa Maya French, is it Isa Maya French? So I was right. It is Isa Maya French, and it's pronounced Isa Maya, not Isa Maya.
Hi Vogue, I'm Isa Maya, and this is
Isa Maya, see? So she is a British makeup artist, and she's had many roles across the beauty industry, including being global beauty director at Burberry, creative director for Byredo, which kind of makes sense when you see her actual makeup, and also a creative artist consultant for Tom Ford Beauty. And she launched her namesake brand back in June 2022. And the whole premise behind the brand when it initially launched was to have capsule collections that were all limited edition. So there weren't going to be permanent products in the line. So it's not like, oh, I fall in love with this mascara, I can get it over and over again. No, the products would come out with a collection. That was it, one and done. And since then, there has been some progression with the brand. They're now available at Sephora. And the whole approach to the line has been reimagined, redone. Instead of having these limited edition capsule launches that were very expensive, kind of elaborate with really fancy heavy duty packaging, like there was this artistic vibe behind the brand, which again, you can see in Byredo products as well, since she was a creative director. But her brand kind of stepped that up. Like the packaging for her palettes were crazy the way they were done. They were very extreme out there designs, not necessarily for me, just I'm good. So one of her lipsticks had a little horsey on the top. That was cute. I could deal with that. But then she had the Dick and Balls lip balm. No ma'am, no Pam, I am not interested in that at all. And her palettes would have 3D designs on the front, like someone was trying to burst out of the top of the palette. She had a face on one of the palettes as well. She was just taking a very artistic approach to her collections, to the packaging, so it would be pieces of art in your collection. Since then, of course, the brand has evolved. They're now in Sephora. So she had to taper that back a little bit, right? She had to bring it all the way down to the main street consumer level. Because I'll tell you right now, not everybody, and I'm no prude, but I don't want to see a dick-shaped lip balm on my Sephora shelves. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not interested in that. So it's pared down quite a lot. And with the whole premise of the brand being pared back, that also meant that the products were scaled back. So when she launched in Sephora, she launched with this limited range of products that were permanent, all right? So you can go pick these up. There's a permanent line now. So in the line, we have a cream and blush highlighter duo. There is a cream contour stick. There is a color correcting skin tint serum. There are lip lacks, which are lip plumping serums. There's a lift illuminator, lip balms, face primers, some lip pencils, what's called a face glaze, a liquid eyeliner, and a mascara. So very basic line, mostly focused on lip and face products. She's since expanded the line to include 2 eyeshadow palettes, the ones that I have here. So these 2 palettes are based on her previous palettes from the Industrial 1 and Industrial 2 line. So Core 1 is going to be based on the Industrial 1 collection, and then Core 2 is based on Industrial 2. And through the grapevine, it sounds like these palettes have very similar, if not identical, shades, but the formula is a little bit different. They're a little thinner, a little bit more translucent, less heavy duty, but they still have the shine factor. The Core 1 palette, I've already swatched. It's not my favorite. There are a couple of shades in there that I like, but overall, not loving it. But the Core 2.0 has shades in there that I think I can jive with. All right, did I yap enough? Yes, I sure did. All right, let's just dive into this, all right? It sounds like I've just been hesitating to do this all shimmer look. I'm very nervous, okay? Isamaya seems to be all about the grunge and the shine and just looking like you slept in your makeup. And that's not my vibe. I'm all about crisp lines and smooth blending. And so I'm a little bit nervous. All right, let's just stop hesitating and dive right into this. All right, let's dim the lights. Hey, hi. Yeah, I'm stalling. I am really stalling. I mean, just look at the promo images. It's just shimmer everywhere. There's nothing precise about the application. It's just smudge the eyeshadows wherever and just go for it. And I'm just like, yeah, that's not necessarily my approach. But we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna dig right in. I don't even know what look I am going for, but let's just try it out. So let's start out with this shade, which is Sodium. It's a baby blue with gold shimmer. I'm going to apply these with brushes. That's not necessarily the technique that Isamaya uses. Her and Danessa Myrick seem to be very pro finger in your makeup, just smudge everything across your lids. And I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. So this is an M303 brush from Morphe. It's just a packer brush. And I'm just packing that shade on. You know what? It's applying a lot better than I expected over my base. I feel like shades like this sometimes apply a little bit better on a unprimed lid, especially if you have oily lids, then it has something to kind of slide across, and that's not my MO. So let's just pop that. I dampened my brush a little bit with my Smashbox primer water. And same difference. Nothing is intensifying. It's a very sheer shade, which I'm fine with. I am cool with that. And then, ooh, I kind of want to go into this shade, which is Refraction. It is a brick red with iridescent blue shimmer. I feel like that will go with the lid shade. So let's try that. Nerves can't take it. I'm just gonna pop that. Not all the way on the middle of the lid, but like just on the edge of that blue, because I want to incorporate as many of the shades as possible. I want to create like an oil slick look, you know, like a metallic oil slick. What do you guys think? You think I'm gonna achieve this? You saw in the introduction, do I look crazy? Do I look crazy? You guys already know. I always do my introductions after I finish the look so you guys have an idea of what's to come. So I'm not surprising you at all. Maybe I should start doing that because more creators start out with a blank face and you guys don't know what to expect. I'm just old school. I am old school. I show you the look and then we get into it. What do you guys think? Should I keep the final look a secret? That is actually a pretty shade. Ooh, all right. Now I'm gonna go in with Lead. That one is described as a cool bronze metal, and that shade is the one that kind of pulled me into the palette. That's the one that made me want to get it. When I saw the swatches, I was like, oh my god, that is the taupe of my dreams. Not like taupe, but it's like a gunmetal taupe. Like a very shiny taupe. Am I making any sense? It's like a beautiful platinum silver. I don't love silvers, but if it leans very taupe, I'm all about it. Oh, that is stunning. All right, I'm gonna grab a blending brush and we're gonna go around the edges. Oh my god, this brush was not clean. There's a little bit of residue on it, so it's creating a little bit of a dark effect. You know what? Let's lean into that with the shade Cobalt. This one's described as a matte purple with a soft blue shimmer. How are you matte with shimmer? That's not how that works, Izamea, ma'am. Like, that's not how any of this works. All right, I'm gonna use that on the crease line. I mean, I guess she's saying, listen, it's a matte shade, my version of a matte, and I put some blue shimmer in it, so you're just gonna accept what I'm telling you it is. This is definitely a shimmer shade. Like, what are we talking about, man? I mean, it's a pretty shimmer though. All right. I'm not gonna tell you my final thoughts on this palette. Like I said, you're gonna have to see my review. You know what? Maybe I will tell you a little bit of my final thoughts, but not right now. All right, not right now. Y'all are just gonna have to wait. I have to leave here soon too. I'm going over to my brother's house for my nephew's birthday. We're gonna cut his cake. His birthday is right before Thanksgiving this year. It usually is around Thanksgiving. And then we have to do the cake. So he doesn't necessarily get a big to-do for his birthday, but he's gonna be 18. 18. When your nieces and nephews are college age, makes you feel old. Listen, the oldest one is 25. Excuse me, he's going to be 25. Are we kidding? Listen, and then my child is 8 months. Don't. Are you asking questions? You shouldn't ask questions. Listen, let's go into this shade now. Is that one Mercury? I think that's Mercury. Mercury is a green iridescent shimmer. I'm going to use a Refer number 12 brush. Oh my God. This brush is like the perfect inner tear duct brush. If you can get this, does Refer still have this brush? If it does, I will link it down below with my affiliate link. That means I'll get a sales commission if you purchase through my links. And Refer is doing their Black Friday sales, so you can get a serious discount on their brushes. And I recommend their brushes wholeheartedly. If you wanted to try Fude brushes, but you weren't trying to pay the prices of like Chikuhodo and Hakuhodo and Bisiodo and Sonia G, then these are the brushes to get, and now is the time because you're gonna get a really good price and they're really high quality and they steadily improve because they work on feedback from the community. So they'll send out prototype brushes, you try them out, you give them feedback, and they'll change or tweak things to make them better based on what your feedback is. All right, this is a stunner. Oh my God. Am I the drama? Am I now into these kinds of looks? Oh, maybe I am. You know what? I'm gonna keep going. We're already here, bitch. Let's do it. So let's use Corrosion, which is a purple blue duochrome. Where am I gonna put that? I don't know. I'm gonna dampen my brush. Really dampen it because this one seems a little bit flakier. Yeah. You know what? Should we try fingers? I hate using my fingers for eyeshadows, by the way, because I don't want anything to go under my nails. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's pretty. So I'm kind of tapping it on the outer lid. Ooh, Y'all can't see nothing. Let me do it here. I'm kind of tapping it just on the outer lid. Oh God. Okay, maybe that's too much. Hold on. Let me regroup. Let me regroup because this definitely needs a damp brush because I feel like the shimmer and glitter is gonna go everywhere. So I need to create a cream with that. All right, now it picked up. All right, let's see if we can do a creamy thing with it on that outer V. It's reading more purple on this side and then a little bit more blue on this side. I mean, I see it. I see things happening. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to this kind of all shimmer look, but I'll tell you what, the shimmer is stunning. I'm going to pull in a matte because I can't. I just can't. Now, question is, do I want to use a purple or a blue matte on the outer V? Purple would definitely bring everything together, but I feel like blue would offset it a little bit more. What do you guys think? You can't tell me right now, but if I make the choice and you guys disagree with it, my bad. So let me think. I made the choice. I'm grabbing Earthwood. This is my, look at my palette. Oh my gosh. You guys, I think Odin's Eye is still having their Black Friday sale, so you can get a discount on, I think they still have this palette in stock. So I'm going to grab my deep purple. What if I told you I don't know the name of this shade because this was the prototype palette and it has the wrong name? Work with me, just work with me. So we're gonna grab that deep purple. And my purple is more of like a deep smoky purple. So it will give some depth to that outer V without overwhelming the look. Like a black wood. So you see it kind of meshes with the purple in the crease. So I feel like that was definitely the right choice. Did you choose purple? I mean, honestly, it makes the most sense to do a purple versus like a blue. But I wouldn't have been mad at a blue either, you know? Because the blue could offset things as well. All right. Let's pull out. That's what he said. All right, do we have a ton of fallout? Not a ton, but we do have a little bit of fallout. So let me just clean that up really quickly. I kind of don't want to wear this makeup out because this was really just a test, but I might end up wearing it out. We'll see how I feel and what time I can get out of here because I need to leave in the next 30 minutes. I'll probably end up wearing this because there's no way I'm gonna finish filming and get this off. All right, I'm going to go bougie, guys. I don't know who I think I am, but here we are. I picked up the La Prairie Skin Caviar Concealer and Foundation and Sunscreen. Do not look up the price of this product because if you do, you're probably gonna cuss me out like, what? What were you thinking, ma'am? I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. So let's go in with a primer because I think I'll just wear this makeup. We'll just wear it. So I'll go in with my Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Smooth and Blur Primer. It is just an old favorite of mine. I think they still make it because they had reformulated this from the original one that I picked up. So I think they still have this formula. Hold on, I need to shave my mustache. What y'all think I'm gonna pretend I don't have one? Girl, you should see my daughter's mustache. Poor thing, she's gonna be so hairy. Poor thing, she has big eyebrows though. I know she's probably gonna hate them initially, but I will teach her to love them because they're gonna be so versatile. Like my eyebrows are very versatile. She got the eyebrows from me because I have really big eyebrows. I just tame them, okay? And they have kept this shape just because I keep them groomed. But if I let them grow out, they're huge. They're like my brother's eyebrows. So I picked up this La Prairie thingamajig, right? And the shade is Cinnamon NW60. The W I'm thinking means warm because it does have a lot of warmth to it. I'm going in with the little brush that is included. I don't know why. Listen, they have this, where's the stand? They have this mirrored stand, right? So it has a mirror on both sides. Let me see, is the mirror even good? Yeah, because you can use, but how am I going to use this mirror to apply anything? It's all distorted too. So you're supposed to put the little something on it, and then the brush go here, so. For the price, come on, no, this is a foolishness. And then you have the concealer on top, which is how much? Does it say how much? So for the concealer, it's 0.07 ounce, and then for the foundation, it's 1 fluid ounce. So you're getting 2 products in one, right? That's how they get you. They try to make it sound like, yeah, no, you're getting your money's worth. No, I'm not. I am absolutely not. But I heard one of my favorites rave about this, and I saw that they had a shade for me, and I don't know what got into me that day, but I felt like treating myself, and I bought a very expensive Christmas gift for myself. It's in the closet right now, and I'm going to put it under my Christmas tree once I finish decorating. I know, I'm going to put it under my Christmas tree. That's going to be my treat to myself for this year. Okay, that concealer, I see where you're going. I'm picking up what you're putting down, La Prairie. It's a thicker cream concealer, right? So it's definitely a stiffer consistency. So that little brush works, but you can use other brushes. I would recommend using a stiff brush though to pick it up, because it is like a dense brush, not necessarily stiff, but a dense brush. This is the Sephora 78 brush. I think this is a sculpting brush, isn't it? Yeah, it's a contour brush. But I use it for concealer because it just works. I mean, that blanked out all my sins under my eyes. All right, La Prairie, I see you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And then the actual foundation, you screw it off, which I don't like. And then it has this little thing. And I know people are like, oh, that's not hygienic to do. They have preservatives. And it's my skin. Like, who else is using this? It's okay. And if you wanted to do whatever to get it out, that's on you. Okay, I'm gonna use this because that is heavily fragranced. Hold on. Yeah, that is, you know what it smells like? Oil of Olay is what it smells like. I'm gonna tighten that up. Okay, this needs to last as long as possible. And I'm going to make sure that I use it and get my use out of it, because it broke my heart. I am decluttering, so I have all the decluttered products on my floor right now. And I'm wondering if you guys would be interested in seeing a declutter, not while I'm doing it, but like a video showing you what I decluttered, because I already did it. You know, they're on my floor, and I can show you what I'm getting rid of and talk about why I'm getting rid of them. This is heavily fragranced. It's not a bad fragrance, but yeah, that is definitely stronger than I expected. And it's lingering somewhat. Okay. La. So this is given like a proper medium coverage. Let's see. It's blending really nicely. So I can kind of see it on my skin a little bit. That may be due to the primer as well. And with this foundation, I don't think you need to use too much of it or even use too much skincare under it, because a lot of La Prairie products have skincare infused, and I am one of those people that actually like having skincare in my foundation products, because that means I don't have to go ham on skincare. I can even skip skincare because then I'll get it from my foundation. But I know a lot of people don't like to do things that way. I like it. I just do. Okay, so sue me. Don't sue me, because I can't bother with it right now. What you gonna sue me for anyway? That actually looks pretty. It looks pretty. Where I have the concealer, I can see the concealer, but the actual foundation, I can't really tell for the actual foundation itself. So now that I've done that, I don't love the concealer side of it anymore. Let me go in with a very pricey concealer as well. Not as pricey as the La Prairie, let me tell you that much. This is the Sarah Creole Face Flex Concealer and Complexion Enhancer. So you can use this all over the face. not just as concealer. The shade I have here is 7.5, and this I think is one of the new shades that has a neutral undertone. I'm gonna swipe that under the eyes. It's very close to my complexion, so it matches very well. So let's see. The thing about this concealer is, and I've used it a couple of times, it's very skincare heavy. So it looks moist. It looks, you see? It looks shiny under the eyes. So either you're gonna go with all dewy finish all over the face, and that's just gonna melt in with it, or you're gonna have to set it. Because right now you can kind of tell it's standing out against the rest of my skin in finish. So under my eyes looks very glowy, while the rest of my face looks mostly natural matte. So the La Prairie is given a natural matte finish. Like not full on matte, but it's definitely leaning more matte. And then the concealer is glowy. So we're gonna set that. Would you guys believe that I still have my original La Prairie powder? This powder has got to be close to maybe, I'm not kidding you, almost a decade old. Oh my God, because I had it back in New York, and I've been here now 3 years, plus when I had it in New York. So it has to be like at least 5 to 10 years old, between that. I know, you're probably like, what? Yeah, what are you gonna do, fight me? Because this is the old formula. And I love it so much. You got so much product. It was pricey, but it was such a good powder. Let me see if it's still, if it still works. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out together. Does it smell funny? No, because it's been sealed in this jar, sitting there, doing its thing. And it's a powder, so there hasn't been any moisture. There's no mold. And it's still as beautiful as ever. Shut your face right now. It's still stunning. I mean, look at that. So with this powder, if you remember, Mel Thompson, Puffin's wife, y'all remember her? She used to love this powder as well. And she used it as like her buffing powder, which is just a buffing step where instead of pressing like I am right now, she would use a very fluffy brush to do like a buffing technique, which is just a light wash of the powder all over, and it would airbrush the skin almost. And you can do that with the powder as well, or you can do like I do, because I have oily skin, set everything down. This is I believe it's a body bronzer brush or a body foundation brush, but it works so well to press powder into the skin. So you can do like me, right? And then going after with a Fude style brush. This is, girl, this is my Foxy brush. This brush was pricey. I'm like putting all the pricey things on my face today. Girl, I don't even know what brand this was. I think, was it Chikuhodo? It could have been. Or was it, I don't know. I feel like it might have been Chikuhodo. But it was from their Fox hairline. Oh my God. So you can do this. So this is what you would do, like buff the powder all over, but you can also use the brush as your finisher. I wouldn't recommend using a cheap brush for this. Honestly, you have to use Fude. You have to use like a squirrel hair brush or a very soft goat hair. Even goat hair is pushing it. Use Fox, squirrel, or one of those combinations to get that soft finish. It's going to give this soft focus effect. Now look at my skin. Do you see? Everything looks so soft, airbrush. I don't look like I'm wearing a bunch of powder. Yes, ma'am. Yes. All right, let me, you know what? I'll be right back. All right, we are back, and I have applied mascara, top and bottom lashes, and jewelry. Hold on now. Earring do not pop out because my child loves to grab earrings. And you know what? Actually, it's probably better if it pops out easily, because that way I know she won't damage my ear. So if it pop out, I just start off, I just have to deal with it. Oh, it's a poppy, so do not piss me off right now. Do not piss me off, you. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. So jewelry is on. Eyes are mostly done. Let me come in because I want to go in with an eyeliner. And I have these new ones from Kaleidos Makeup. Y'all remember Kaleidos? Kaleidos came back with this game day collection. I think I'm gonna do a video on them. Do you guys want to see like a full video? Well, I should just do a full video because I want to swatch the lip products. But they have these eyeliners, lip liners, lip balms with these special cases. So they're refillable. So you select your refill, select your case, pop it in. It's a whole thing. But they also have these multi-chrome liners. And their multi-chrome liners were pretty good from yesteryear. And they launched these new shades. So the one I have here, listen, look at this little, how am I going to read that? You know what, Mega China? Mercy God of Daniel. Girl, I don't know what that's. Let me look on the website. So this is called the Moon Arcade Collection. So you have the Moon Arcade eyeliners. And this specific one is called Miss Matrix. It's 12. Oh, they have a Black Friday sale. Check them out. I will link them down below. That's a really, They still have their original shades. Yeah, some of their original Night of Creation. And then these new ones. Ooh, this is nice. Miss Matrix. All right. Look how pretty that is. And that's on my waterline. And it applied like, ooh, that is stunning. Come on now, Kaleidos. If you had to come back with a collection, it better be a banger. All right. So eyeliner on. Let's do lips really quickly because I do have to run. And I'm going to use one of the new liners too from them. This one I can read. This is number 5, Mauvement. Let's just do a little bit of lining. This color is almost spot on with my lip color, or it just matches really well. So I can kind of blot out the dark outline, almost like conceal it a little bit. Because I like to do that when I'm going in with certain lip colors because I don't want the dark outline to show as intensely, like a natural dark outline. So I'll kind of blank it out. All right, and then for the lip color, we have a couple of choices. So here are the cases, right? The cases are mixed colors, so they have different ones available. Like I said, I can do a full video, and I think I am going to do a full video, but they have shimmer finishes as well as just cream finishes. So they have this purple one. The thing about it is, though, you do have to pop them out if you want to see the shades. So this one is Geek Out. It's right on the side, but you pop it in, and then this is a clip, but it's magnetized to insert it. Isn't that cute? Then this shade is like a gray. I know. This one is called Stranger. Ooh, all right. I kind of want to try it out just to see, like, Stranger. It's a gray. How is that gonna look? Like, it's legit a gray. If that's your vibe, you know, more power to you. That's not my vibe. But I can see it being like a grungy thing. And you can use it on the inner part of your lip too, because that's kind of what's happening here. No, ma'am. I'm not going to use that. Ooh, let me turn up my light. Yeah. Turn it up just a little, because I was looking a little dark. Ooh, just a little bit more. All right. So let's go in then with the Geek Out shade, which is the purple. Maybe this isn't the right choice either. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? We take it off. It's a very silky, creamy formula. I mean, it's not bad. Not for the look, because we have the purple going on. And it's a little bit more on the oh, the light. Hold on. Is my lighting okay? I don't know. So it's definitely a purple. It's cool tone. Maybe we should just go with that. And we'll figure it out after. Yeah, because I don't have the time right now. So here you have it. This is the final look. What do you guys think? Let me back you up. I feel like you were a little bit too far in my face. All right, so here you have it. This is the final look. What do you think about the eyes, guys? What do you think about the eyeshadow? Should I keep this palette? If you want to hear my final thoughts, you're going to have to hold out for the full review. But here are the eyes. They're very galaxy-esque. So it's shiny all around, right? And it's a different formula than I'm used to because it's just shine. It's not sparkle and glitter. It's just shine, like metallic shine. I'll do a full review, like I said, and speak to my experience with the palettes and show you, you know, demonstrations. But this is one of the looks I've created so far. I'm not as repulsed by it as I thought I would be because of course I added my matte, but I think that's cute. It's a little bit more subdued. It's not just like, oh my God, grungy. So I can vibe. The lips, it feels a little plumpy. Are these plumping? A Cyber Glow lip formula that fuses the hydration of a balm with the high shine of a gloss. Lightweight and buildable. That's true. It's very lightweight. It's designed for comfortable wear while powering while powering a high impact futuristic shine. Is it supposed to be tingly? It's a little bit tingly. All right, I'll vibe with it. So here's the finished look. Skin looks great. Oh, I didn't even put blush on. Oh my God, you guys, you see, this is what happens. I am rushing and I am already late. I can't. All right, so let's go in with the blush. I'm gonna use Yves Saint Laurent Make Me Blush in 23, which is mauve something, I think. And this is the Refer Holiday brush. I think this is from last year or a previous year. Either way, I've been loving this YSL blush. I spoke so much mess about these blushes and now look at me. I mean, this is a new shade, so maybe it's just the shades that I'd seen before weren't very impressive, and maybe this one just pulled me in. Either way, okay, love this blush so far. It's very simple, neutral looking on my skin. And then the brush, like I said, I love Refer brushes. I'm going to do a little bit of setting spray. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Matte Blur. You have to spray it first and see what to create the excitement, all right? And we're gonna let this go. All right, so I'm gonna wear this foundation, see how it goes. I'll update you in an upcoming video, but for right now, I just wanted to test out the concept of an all shimmer, mostly shimmer look. And I think it turned out well. And overall, I'm very happy with how everything performed. I'm going to leave a full list of products used and mentioned in this video down below, along with links on where you can pick them up. Those will be affiliate links, which means I will get a small sales commission if you choose to make a purchase through those links. It's an easy way to show you support for the channel because it doesn't change the sale price. It just gives me a kickback for you using my links. So I truly appreciate you using my links and supporting the channel that way. If you don't want to shop that way, no muss, no fuss, I'm still happy you're here watching. Go ahead and hype me, give me a thumbs up, favorite, share with your friends, all that good stuff. Make sure you're subscribed as well for upcoming videos. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.